The opening scene takes place in a dark room where a man named Justin is sitting inside a pentagram and performing a black art ritual. He also appears to be holding an ancient black art book that contains instructions on how to summon demons. As per the instructions in the book, he cuts his hand and casts the spell, chanting the demon's name, Lo. Eventually, the candles burn out, and a hideous-looking underworld dweller emerges from the abyss, ready to do his beckoning call. Lo approaches him and inquires about his name. When Justin answers him, Lo responds by criticizing his name and decides to baptize him, naming him Gina. Despite being a demon, Lo speaks more like an old Scots singer and is amusing in nature. When the demon asks for the reason he was summoned, Justin replies that he is looking for his girl named April Oak, who was abducted by a demon. Initially, Lo refuses to believe him, so Justin shows the claw marks on his chest, claiming that a demon attacked him and took April away. Justin orders Lo to find his girlfriend, but Lo responds that he is under no obligation to respect or obey him. Justin still asserts that he is the master and that Lo must obey him. After acting like a stubborn child, Lo decides to help him, and as a result, he asks Justin to share the emotional details between him and April. Following this, Justin starts to describe his first meeting with the endearing, eccentric April. As he describes, Lo projects his memory in visual form, which they watch with popcorn. In the flashback, Justin is eating in a restaurant when April approaches him. He then shares his food with her and begins the conversation with her. When Justin asks her name, she comes up with a random name and pretends to be April, concealing her true identity. April appears to be very hungry as she eats all of his food. Moments later, he notices her suitcase and asks about what is inside, to which she responds that there is a very rare and unnamed book. Just then, they hear a glass-breaking sound, which causes her to become terrified and cry out loud. Back in the present, Lo concludes that April is a weird girl after looking at his first meeting story. Then, a demon named Jeez appears in front of him. As soon as Justin notices him, he realizes that Jeez was the one who attacked him and kidnapped April. Justin then asks the demon to bring back his love, but Jeez simply laughs at his request. However, Jeez decides to reveal the truth. April is a murderous demon who left hell to experience human love. Furthermore, Jeez makes his point clear by singing a song with an entire band that is nothing short of surreal. Afterward, Jeez vanishes, only to be replaced by Lo. Now this time, even Lo claims April of being a demon and admits that he previously lied about not knowing her. After hearing all of this, Justin is in disbelief because he trusted April and her love for him. Being heartbroken, Justin offends Lo by claiming that he has no power to bring April back. This makes Lo enraged and he demonstrates his power by choking him from a distance before departing. A few moments later, Justin starts hearing his own thoughts, which causes him to freak out. Shortly after, he realizes that the cut in his hand is reading his mind and narrating it. For a moment, he converses with his hand and debates with it about April. But, upon realizing that he is arguing with his own thoughts in his head, he calms himself down. Just then, Justin notices Lo smoking in front of him. He wonders if the demons smoke, to which Lo responds that they are free to do so. Following this, Lo tells him that the circle in which Justin is currently sitting is closing in on him. According to Lo, the longer Justin sits in the circle, the more his brain leaks. He also claims that April is imprisoned and cannot be retrieved. Instead of her, Lo presents him with the two damned souls named May and June and orders them to explain the reality of April. The two souls then begin to describe how April duped them into selling their souls by promising them a baby. They also explain how severely April used to torture them. Justin appears to be confused and frustrated by all of this, so he yells at them to leave. Despite all this, Justin is still determined to get his love back. Lo then reveals the actual reason for his crawling, claiming that April was the one who crushed his legs when she returned to hell. He also tells Justin that April is no longer free as she is held in the deepest pit with the sharpest pain. Once more, Lo asks Justin if he still wants to see her, given what he knows. Now, Justin is unable to differentiate between what are the truths and what are the lies. After this, Lo tells him to think about April if he wants to see her, which triggers a flashback. The flashback features the scene of their first Christmas together where Justin gives her a rare edition book. It revolves around a story of a guy who sells his soul to the devil in exchange for knowledge and power. April seems to be perplexed by the concept of gift giving. But soon, she becomes excited about reading for entertainment, which appears to be a novelty to her. Following this, Justin also expects a gift in return, causing her to be confused. She apologizes for not having a gift for him and claims that she had never celebrated Christmas before because she thought it was just an ordinary party. However, April suddenly realizes that she has a gift for him. She then grabs her suitcase and gives him her black art book as a return gift. Justin is about to open it, but she stops him right away. She then reveals that the book contains her past and orders him not to open it ever. Also, April instructs him to burn the book if she ever leaves. She then abruptly changes the subject and kisses him, wishing him a Merry Christmas. Back in the present, Justin's injured hand speaks to him, asking why she was not honest with him. His hand also indicates that April had a plan and knew exactly how to play with him. Meanwhile, Lo reminds Justin of the shrinking circle and advises him to undo the spell and leave. After a while, a waiter walks toward Justin and offers him a drink. He unequivocally expresses that he does not want anything but April. Despite his denial, the waiter prepares a drink in a dancing style and gives it to him inside the circle. Lo also suggests he drink it, claiming that it will send him to hell. According to Lo, April can't come to Justin, so he has to go to her by himself, as this is the only option. Hearing this, Justin drinks it down and Lo smugly tells Justin that it was poison. After this, Lo departs, and Jeez returns once more. He informs Justin that the drink is a slow poison that will eventually take his life. Jeez advises him to break the spell and go to the hospital to be cured before it's too late. Despite Jeez's numerous attempts to manipulate him, Justin is adamant about not leaving without April. Jeez then tells Justin to consider him as April and talk to him. Justin responds that there is no way that he can define something the demons will not feel. Justin also offends him by claiming that demons can do everything except love. He merely smiles, causing Jeez to leave in annoyance. Following this, Justin and his hand debate whether it is better to live alone or die for April. As the argument heats up, Justin becomes stressed and decides to cut off his own hand, but Lo intervenes just in time. Lo and Justin argue about April's true nature and whether she is worth the effort. During this, Justin asks for the reason why Lo allowed her to escape to the real world. But Lo does not reveal anything to him, warning him not to interfere with the demon's affairs. Lo also claims that April violated a sacred law and that she is a vile creature. However, Justin is not ready to accept it because he believes she is a completely different person in his world. Just then, Justin recalls another flashback to when he was sleeping with April. That night, April seems to have a nightmare, prompting her to wake up disturbed. Justin tries to console her, and at the same time, Jeez arrives. He attacks April, attempting to take her back to hell, but she refuses to go with him. As a result, the fight begins between the two, and when Justin tries to help April, Jeez slashes his chest, severely injuring him. April notices Justin is going to die, so she makes a condition that she will return to hell if he allows her to help Justin. She then uses her demon power to heal Justin's wound and apologizes to him as she has to leave. April then returns to hell with Jeez, but she leaves her black art book for Justin. After learning all of this, Lo reprimands Justin for not burning the black art book. Soon after, Justin becomes philosophical about the distinction between humans and demons. Hearing this, Lo as well as the other demons around him laugh at him, which enrages Justin. He then gets up in rage and reasserts his dominance over Lo, claiming himself to be the master of Lo and referring to Lo as his dog. He effectively commands Lo to find his girl, causing Lo to leave quietly. As soon as Lo walks away, Justin looks at the picture of April and sobs. After some time, April appears in front of him, which instantly makes him happy. He apologizes to April for not burning the book as she had instructed. Following this, Justin confesses his love for her and expresses his desire to take her with him. She inquires if he still loves her despite hearing everything from the demons. In response, Justin replies that he does not believe any of them and wishes to marry her. April then kisses him and extracts the poison from his body. She expresses to him that she can't come with him because the demons will track her down no matter where she goes, endangering Justin's life. When Justin hears this, he decides to stay in hell with her because he has no one else except April. However, April refuses as she cannot let him spend his entire life there. Upon saying this, she begins to crawl away. Justin summons her, prompting her to take one last look back. She then transforms into Lo, revealing that she was the one speaking to him the entire time. And as the movie comes to an end, we see Justin finally burning April's book. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.